So this is a picture of a Tesla wheel that has been scraped up from rubbing up on a curb. This is on my brother's car, and so he kind of films and walks through a process that I demonstrated to him and showed him, told him how to do it, and he went ahead and walked through, and he really wanted this video to get out there to be able to help others that run into this exact same issue. So I'm going to show you his footage and kind of walk through the process on what it took to repair these wheels and make them look nearly new again.
Alright, I've had this for almost a year now, and the first week I got it, I got some rim rash because I was not used to driving a car that rims would hit things. I came from a Ford Explorer. It's only on this side, and I've been driving it for almost a year and have had no more issues, but I do want to get this fixed because I think it's very ugly, and I'm going to try doing it myself. So here we go.
These are the things that you will need. You'll need a heavier grit sandpaper, lighter grit sandpaper. You'll want to fill the voids with something like this steel stick right here, where you can actually press it into the voids where there's deep gouges. And then the paint that was used for this project was this Rust-Oleum high performance wheel matte black. And it turned out really nice. So basically what we did here is started sanding with the heavier grit and take it down and try to work out those burrs. If the burrs were too deep and too heavy, then at that point you'd want to take your rag and clean it with alcohol, clean it up, and then press the steel stick, mix it up, blend the putty, and then press it into those deeper grooves. And once you've done that and let it harden, you can sand again, make it smooth, and then you can start prepping for paint by masking off the wheel, the car, and then once again clean everything really good with alcohol, make sure there's no dust or particles, and then you are ready to paint at that point. So it's honestly not that hard. It just takes a little bit of time, a little bit of diligence, and when you've got these painted wheels like this is a pretty common thing. And I think this ended up turning out really nice, as you'll see here shortly in the video. Okay, so I wanted to give you a close-up and just show you. So this is kind of what the putty looks like. You get that steel stick and you kind of press the putty into there after you've done your initial sanding. And you can see how it's just been pressed in there. It's kind of chunky looking, kind of sticking out. But once that's hardened, you can go ahead and sand again, and you'll see that the putty remains and it's nice and smooth. Even though it looks different, those voids are all now filled in nicely with the putty.
All right, so this is the rear wheel. I had to put in some of the steel epoxy in here to fill in some of those deeper divots. So when I paint it, hopefully it looks smooth again. But I didn't want to sand those clear down because some of them are pretty deep. It was a little bit extra work. So now I got it prepped to paint, and we'll see how it turns out. Try to spray out as many as I can. All right, oh my gosh, I was just gonna keep on that thing, I spaced it. So, here we go, baby. Spray the cap. Not too much. Just come here and then keep going. Alright, so I'm super stoked with how everything turned out. Looking here, this is the back tire. This side was exposed to the paint. Sorry, this is the natural. This is the spray paint. So you can see the color matches is right on. This is where the tape was. So you can kind of see a little bit of a thing, but I bet you if I got just kind of got a rag and rubbed it, you probably wouldn't even notice. I think it's just because it got a little bit of dirt right there. And the putty made that JV steel weld just made this one look so smooth, and it had some huge dents in it. There's a little bit more work, and that stuff's not fun to work with. This one I did sanding the front wheel, didn't use any of the JV weld. You can see it looks great from a distance, but if you get close, I just didn't sand in deep enough to get all those out. Sorry, my finger's dusty, so now I'm putting dust on it, but it looks amazing. That had like a barcode in there. It's a piece of paper. I tried to get it out, but oh well. Anyway, I'm super happy with the paint match. This piece was all covered up, so you know this is the original. This is the paint, spray paint. Turned out really well, and yeah, I think only if you got up and inspect it would you even know. So it's nice because no one's gonna be seeing those bad rim rashes I've been driving with pretty much since I got it.